President Muhammadu Buhari has warned political appointees and other government officials against using their positions to bestow undue advantage on anyone seeking government jobs. Hi, welcome to What's Trending. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, the federal government has announced the Bank of China and cynosure, a Chinese export and credit insurance corporation, are to fund the $2.6 billion Ajaokuta-Kaduna-Kano gas pipeline. During a virtual conference, President Buhari flagged off the commencement of construction work on the project at the Ajaokuta and Kaduna campsites simultaneously. Buhari said the pipeline would provide gas for the generation of power and for gas-based industries to facilitate the development of new industries. At number 9, police in Italy have confiscated a huge shipment of 14 metric tons of amphetamines, which was reportedly produced by the terrorist group ISIS in Syria. Guardia di Finanza Financial Police reported the authorities tracked 3 suspect containers to the port of Salerno in southwest Italy and found 84 million pills with a market value of €1 billion inside paper cylinders for industrial use. Investigators said the bus is the largest drug haul in the world in terms of both value and quantity. At number 8, the Rivers State Police Command on Tuesday arrested a human parts dealer identified as Anthony Ndubisi, who allegedly kidnapped, killed and dumped the remains of his 4 victims in his septic tank. It was reported Ndubisi lured the victims to his house and killed them before requesting for ransom from their relatives. He confessed he has made up to 800,000 naira in ransom money. The anti-kidnapping unit of the State Police Command arrested Ndubisi after a fresh body and 3 skulls were discovered inside his compound in Umubele community, Eche local government area of the state. At number 7, the federal government has urged the Federal Inland Revenue Service to recover all stamp duties collected on behalf of the federal government, but yet to be remitted by government agencies, banks and other companies. The Secretary to Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, disclosed the government would be focusing on collecting the revenue from the stamps. Mustafa added the government is targeting 1 trillion naira from stamp duties. At number 6, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has thanked President Muhammadu Buhari for approving the 78.9 billion naira reimbursement for the amount spent on executing some federal road projects in the state. The Federal Executive Council approved the refund for the road projects, including the Port Harcourt-Owerri Road. Wike showed appreciation to the President for approving the refund and invited Buhari for a state visit. The governor said the gesture has shown Buhari's love for the people of the state and as a president for all. At number 5, the Lagos State House of Assembly has called on the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, to direct the Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture to liaise with the Attorney General Commissioner for Justice, Mr. Moyosore Onigbanjo, to look at the listed sites of Prevention Law 2015 in a bid to remove all vestiges of slave trade and colonialism superiority. Speaker of the House Mudashiru Obasa directed a letter to the presidency seeking an executive order to change the names of all streets named after colonial masters. Obasa stated the vestiges should be changed because it reminds of us these people that enslaved our people. At number 4, chaos ensues in Hong Kong following China's new national security law as hundreds turned out to protest the legislation in the busy shopping district of Causeway Bay but were met with a heavy security presence. Riot police fired pepper spray into the crowd, kettled and dispersed protesters and deployed water cannons. According to the police, at least 70 people were arrested on Wednesday, including a man who was holding a black independence flag and soon afterward a woman with a sign reading Hong Kong Independence. At number 3, the Nigerian Medical Association and the Nigerian Union of Teachers took a dig at the federal government over its decision to reopen schools. It was reported the apex organizations of medical doctors and teachers in the country said the directive that graduating classes should resume was not only badly thought out but also risky as it could expose both teachers and pupils to the deadly coronavirus. The NUT General Secretary Mike Ene accused the government of playing politics. He questioned how teachers who had not been paid salaries in some states would get money to buy personal protective equipment. At number 2, Governor of Delta State Ifeanyi Okowa and his wife have tested positive for COVID-19. The governor made the announcement known on Wednesday on his Twitter handle. He wrote, "My wife and I have tested positive for COVID-19. We are well and continuing with our isolation medication. We thank you all for your continued prayers for us and our daughter." The governor had gone into isolation last week with his family after one of his daughters tested positive for the virus. And finally, at number 1, President Muhammadu Buhari has warned political appointees and other government officials against using their positions to bestow undue advantage on anyone seeking government jobs. Buhari cautioned it would be anti-ethical to the character of the administration. This warning comes after reports of fraudsters using the business cards and purported referral letters from presidential aides and other government officials to solicit employment contracts and other favors. Ministries, departments, and agencies have been cautioned against accepting requests from government officials aiming to confer undue advantage on anyone seeking such favors. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.